Well then, things just got interesting. Want daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck? Of course you do! Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Okie dokie, let's do this. No multiple stories in today's episode. We're just going to be covering the Pixel stuff, so let's do that. Consider this an FPT special report. Alright, so first up, story numero uno for the day. Number one, let's talk about the Google Pixel 4 situation. We've been gone for over a week, and lots of stuff has been happening, and you guys have been asking me what's happening, so I'll tell you what I know. Alright, so real quick, originally we thought the Google Pixel 4 was going to look like this. Mostly all display, similar display to the Galaxy S10 with that punch hole design. And there's a reason for this, I'll get to that in a second. Now, since then, during the time that we weren't producing this show for the past week and a half or so, I actually got to see the Google Pixel 4, a prototype of the Google Pixel 4. And it didn't look like that. That's because it looked like this. Steve from OnLeaks went ahead and posted these renders on Twitter, and it shocked everyone. Because, well, it looks a lot like this, the upcoming design for the iPhone 11. So because of that, and because it didn't look like the design that had leaked previously of what we thought the Google Pixel 4 was gonna look like, everyone was like, nah, that can't be it, right? So then I went ahead and took Steve's tweet, I quote retweeted it, and said, this is 99% accurate. This is real. This is a real design. Steve then went ahead and said, only 99%? Go f yourself, bro. I said 99% because in Steve's renders, the camera module was just a little bit off. Let me show you. Because then yesterday, Google, via the Made by Google account on Twitter, literally just tweeted it, saying, well, since there seems to be some interest, here you go. Wait till you see what it can do. Hashtag Pixel 4. So just like I said, it's real. And also just like I said, Steve's was almost there, 99% of the way there. Take a closer look here. This is Steve's render. Look at the camera module in Steve's render, and then the actual renders from Google, from that tweet. So this is a super crazy, interesting move from Google. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this before. Okay, so there's what we know, right? Publicly, that's what we know. Now, I'm going to tell you what I know behind the scenes. I just spoke with somebody at Google literally right before I recorded this show. I'm going to tell you what I know, the details that I have. You can either, believe me or not believe me. I don't give a shit either way. So we'll make a little list here for you. Brian, make us a cute little list. All right, so number one, the person that I talked to was from Google's hardware division, their hardware team, so not the HTC team that they acquired. Next up, there are actually 3 different design teams working on 3 different designs. Now, Google went this route to try to avoid what happened last year with number 1, an awful design with the Pixel 3 XL, and number 2, it leaking everywhere. The earliest prototype that was delivered by one of the teams looked like this. This was actually handed in a while ago, and that's most likely why we started getting the leaks of, oh, this is the Pixel 4, this is what it's gonna look like. So what you're looking at right now was the earliest prototype that was turned in. In fact, it had that punch hole display, in-display fingerprint scanner, and no physical buttons. In fact, all of the prototypes that were turned in featured the in-display fingerprint scanner. That's why we were able to confirm the in-display scanner like a while ago, episodes and episodes ago. So again, 3 different teams working on 3 different designs. Effectively, the best one wins. So that first prototype was that S10-like design, and the last prototype they worked on was this one, the one that we're seeing today. So to clarify, I saw both of these prototypes. I saw this one with the punch hole display, and I saw this one with the iPhone lookalike thing. So that's the first prototype and the third prototype. I have not seen the second one. Now, I want to be very, very clear here so the media doesn't run off with this one. I am not saying that this second design is some secret, sneaky design that they're going to surprise us with. I'm just saying I have not seen it. Now, the other piece of information I was given was that this year they were going to be way more intentional about marketing. They were going to have a lot more communication between hardware teams and marketing teams. There was a ton of confusion last year because Google's marketing was pretty much putting out like just wrong information. They were like teasing something that the hardware team definitely didn't or couldn't deliver on. Especially like that week right before the actual event, marketing went a little too crazy on stuff and there was just no communication. That's why we were seeing different stuff in marketing than we were actually going to be getting at the event. So more communication between hardware and marketing, and I think that's pretty clear this year, obviously, with this tweet from yesterday. So out of these 3 teams with 3 different designs, none of them have been finalized and approved to go into production. So I guess technically we could end up at the end of all this getting any one of the 3. But I guess since Google tweeted this out yesterday, this prototype, I would assume this is what they're going with. Right? I guess. Because we also got this. So in a statement to The Verge, Google went ahead and confirmed that what they tweeted was in fact the design of the Pixel 4, but their statement says this: I wish I could share more, but can just confirm this is indeed Pixel 4 for now. For now? What does that even mean? See, that lines up more with what I was told about how it's actually not finalized and approved to go into production. So maybe that is what they're going with. For now. Now, I'm gonna help you out real quick. I do want to go ahead and confirm that these couple videos that have been like floating around the past few days on Twitter are absolutely 100% fucking fake. This one right here from this guy, this little asshole, and this one right here, they're just fake. It's not real. Okay, so there you go. That's what I know. That's why we started to see leaks of one design, because that was the first initial prototype that was turned in, and that started leaking, and then we got this one, the third prototype as well. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this tweet though from yesterday. Very, very ballsy move from Google. We are months away from actually having an event where they announced this phone and they just went ahead and leaked it. Actually, you know what? This is not a leak. This is just a give. They gave it to us. The part of the tweet where they said, wait till you see what it can do, has me really interested, and it actually like, they got to pull something off here now, because now at the event they're not going to be able to surprise people with the design of the phone. They already gave us that. Now there has to be they have to give us a little extra something. So that's what I know. Also, you've been asking about the front of the thing. On the prototype that I was shown, there was no notch, just like a thicker forehead. Like this Ben Geskin render here, which I gotta be honest, I like this better than a notch. I like it as long as they can keep the chin small. This larger forehead thing will work. I like this way better than a big ass notch. Either way, extremely ballsy move from Google to get out in front of this to avoid what happened last year. It started to leak, so they were just like, fuck it. Here you go. There it is. And you know what? It helps us not have to make 100 videos about all the leaks. There you go. Here, they gave it to us, and I gave you what I know. You're welcome. All right, you know what? That's the show. We didn't really have time for other stuff. We'll cover more regular news. We'll have a regular episode tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being patient with us. Thanks for loving us. We love you. See you in tomorrow's episode. If you like to learn anything, subscribe and, you know, the stuff.